Hello everyone, I am Maria Pamela Udtohan from BSN1-A. I am here to tackle about the prokaryotic cell structure. So, for you, what is prokaryotic structure? So, the example of prokaryotic cell structure is bacteria and archaea. Prokaryotic cell is unicellular and it does not have nucleus. So now, we will discuss the bacterial cell structure. First, capsule. Capsule found in some bacterial cells. This additional outer covering protects the cell when it is engulfed by other organisms. So, capsule, some species of bacteria have a third protective covering. A capsule made up of polysaccharides or complex carbohydrates. Capsule play a number of roles. So, to keep the bacterium from dying out and to protect it from phagocytosis or engulfing by larger microorganisms, the capsule is a major virulence factor in the major diseases causing bacteria. So, this capsule, they don't cause disease. While the cell wall, each bacterium is enclosed or is an outer covering that protects the bacterial cell and gives it shape. So, cell wall composed of peptidoglycan, a protein sugar or polysaccharide molecule. The wall gives the cell its shape and surrounds the cytoplasmic membrane, protecting it from the environment. So, ang cell wall, protecting the environment. Hiya ang nagpo-protect from the environment. So, it is also help to anchor appendages like the pili and flagella, which originate in the cytoplasm membrane and protrude through the wall to the outside. The strength of the wall is responsible for keeping the cell from bursting when there are large differences in osmotic pressure between the cytoplasm and the environment. Cell wall is widely amongst bacteria and is one of the most important factors in bacterial species analysis and differentiation. So, while the cytoplasm is a gel-like substance is where bacterial cells, the functions for cell growth, metabolism, and replication are carried out. So, ang cytoplasm is a gel-like matrix composed of water, enzymes, and nutrients, wastes, and gases, and contains cell structures such as ribosomes, a chromosome, and plasmids. The cell envelope encases the cytoplasm and its components. So, while pili or pilus singular, pilus or pili hair-like It is hair-like structures on the surface of the cell that attach to other bacterial cells. These outgrowths assist the bacteria in attaching to other cells and surfaces, such as teeth, intestines, and rocks. Without pili, many disease-causing bacteria lose their ability to infect because they're unable to attach to host tissue. Specialized pili are used for conjugation, during which two bacteria exchange fragments of plasmid DNA. So, the next one is flagella. The flagella are long, weak protrusions that aid in cellular locomotion. So they can be found at either or both ends of bacterium or all over its surface. So, kitaan na lang niyo ha picture. So, mapipicture out niyo kung ano ang flagella. It is like a hair-like structures. So, ang flagella, it is built in a proper layer-like motion to help the bacterium move toward nutrients, away from toxic chemicals, or in the case of the photosynthetic cyanobacteria, toward the light. So while the ribosomes are cell structures responsible for protein production. So ribosomes is like factories or factories sa mga for example mga factories in mga food or like that. So ganito. The building blocks of proteins. Proteins are the molecules that perform all the functions of cells and living organisms. So, ang ribosomes kay factories man niya, so may daniya mga naka-attach sa iya. So specialized an ribosome distributed throughout the cytoplasm. So while the plasmids are gene-carrying circular DNA structures that are not involved in reproduction. Plasmids passed on to other bacteria through two means. For most plasmid types, copies in the cytoplasm are passed on to daughter cells during binary fission. Other types of plasmids, however, from a tube-like structure at the surface called a pilus or pilus that passes copies of the plasmid to other bacteria during conjugation. So, it has the ability to insert specific genes into plasmids, have made them extremely useful tools in the fields of molecular biology and genetics, especially in the area of genetic engineering. So, while nucleoid the nucleoid area of cytoplasm that contains the single bacteria DNA molecule. So, to simply, an area of the cytoplasm where the strands of DNA are found. Most bacteria have a single. So, single ang mga bacteria. Ganun. Circular chromosome that is responsible for replication. May mga replika. Although a few species do have 2 or more. Smaller circular auxiliary DNA strands called plasmids are also found in the cytoplasm.